Welcome back. I'm so glad that you guys have been very patient with me, and today you guys don't hear that rumbling sound because I already moved my microphone. So thank you for being patient with me with this game, because I am a tad bit lost. I don't know why that you can move it. I guess if you just want to use the keyboard, but I like using. Oh boy, I'm letting you guys know I'm terrified to go in here because I don't know what's coming up. So that's what makes me so terrified. Ooh, everybody's here. You're late, Makoto. We've been waiting for you. I don't know why I read his little dialogue like that. I do apologize, Taka. I'm dropping everything. I almost knocked the mic down reading Taka's voice. I bet you were afraid that we were discovered that you would. I messed it up. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer. You are. She is sweaty. Why is she so sweaty?
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. Okay, thank you, Taka. Because everybody has kind of been blaming me. And I don't know. Like, maybe this game has a plot twist where the killer actually is me. Or maybe not. But I don't know. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Oh god, thank you, Taka. You've been so lovely. Also, a lot of people have been telling me that the trials are long. So I'm gonna cut them at random places. So don't get upset with me. It does not mean that I won't continue it. It just means I'm cutting it at that part. So they really are convinced I did it, but oh boy, I didn't do it. Me and Saika both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? So I have my thoughts. I kept them to myself, and I'm glad I kept them to myself. But I really believe I know who the killer is. Whether they made it that easy for some reason, or, I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, who knows? The one who murdered Saika is really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
So I definitely...
where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Thank you, Monokuma. Should we talk to anybody before we go? Let's get started. Okay. Hey. Sakura? There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolves and steps into the future, God. Okay, so I guess no one has anything to say to me. Well, did you find everything you might actually prove your innocence? I think it's time for us to just jump in the elevator. I guess I have no choice but to get on the elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey.
Are you scared? No. Scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Saika's death. I feel like it's more to what she's saying, more than just uncovering Saika's death. It's more to it, and I kind of feel like me and Kyoko are on the same page. But as this progresses, I'll let you know if I guessed right. If I didn't guess right, I'll let you know I didn't. The only reason why I'm not saying nothing is because people will hear you talking in your video and they'll be like, no, you're completely wrong. The killer is of course Monokuma, and I don't want to hear all that, okay? Did need someone else to tell me to do that. In Saika's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, she says towards. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. I got a lot. It's like I have these days where I have a lot of thoughts about something, whether it be Danganronpa, whether it be me just writing or whatever, or listening to music, just thinking about, you know, what is that person saying or whatever. And my thoughts get so mixed up that my voice cannot follow sometimes, so I do stumble over my words a lot, so I do apologize ahead of time. But I mean, if you came here for perfection, you came to the wrong channel. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. That is a really big elevator. I mean, a really, really big elevator. That's cool. The steel box descended. It's really like a big old box, honestly. Descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the basement, towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmates feel when his times finally come. If Makoto, I would stay away from saying stuff like that, because you kind of saying, like, you know, you're guilty.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? I just realized that Hina has on green shoes. If you don't go and change them shoes, who let her? And y'all let her walk around like that. Y'all all should be ashamed of yourselves. It leads to the shared anxiety. Jesus. The elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. I'm telling you, it's gotta be some crazy girl. You finally arrived. Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, okay. Everyone find your assigned seat and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Oh wow. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It wasn't set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto someone else, and which is everybody. Everybody in here is very worried. Maybe not Byakuya. Maybe not him. Maybe not Taka either. He's more scared than anything, and I guess Hiro either. He's scared. He's terrified. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Jesus. And so the curtain on our first case opened. Sorry. A deadly judgment. Oh my God. Let me clear your mind, Voyia, because you know what? You gotta come in here with an open mind, because any one of them can be the killer. Sakura could be the killer. Chihiro. Nope. You're not even thinking about it. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. Ew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Yes, because I double saved a couple of days ago, and yes, and I wanted to get that one out. Okay, so we can look at the stuff we found. I probably won't make you guys go through all this. Truth bullets. The Monokuma file. Does clicking on it tell us anything? Okay. Evidence of a struggle. There's number scratches, gouges. So I'm gonna skip past this for you guys, so you ain't gotta watch it, but I'm gonna read it. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in the room. Okay. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and just saw herself with evidence of scratches with a sharp object. Toolkit, Makoto's room cleanliness, that is. Psychic. A dying message. Bathroom, doorknob, door nameplates, kitchen set, always account. Okay, so I only had one skill, and it was from Sayaka. And I checked the whole entire book. If you guys want to see that, please let me know down in the bottom. But I mean, I don't feel like it's necessary for y'all to see that. I mean, half of you probably already seen all this.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Okay, so is all of it voice acted?
Of course.
Oh, we'll see. I don't want to.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Taka, why would you even think that would happen? Why would you think that would work at all? Explain.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
So during this whole thing, I am going to stay quiet sometimes, but also I'm going to more so let you know again whether I guessed right or guessed wrong. So far, no one's ruined anything for me.
What's going on with those pictures?
The funeral pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Oh, Monokuma has a small heart.
Friendship penetrates?
Hifumi, you're making it really hard for me to like you, and I'm trying to. You're the chubby guy. Don't be the chubby pervert.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
What other empty seat?
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Okay, so I think I know why. Again, remember, if you've been watching from the beginning, you know back in the video I told you someone ruined it for me and told me there's a 16th student in the building. So I think that's why that's there. They just haven't came out or shown themselves.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Which is weird. I'm gonna go have to check the dorm area because I didn't see a 16th room, but I also did not pay attention either. So I'm gonna check too.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
I thought it already begun. It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Everything I found, everything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's life is on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, God, yes. So I will skip past this too. You won't have to see this unless you want to see the tutorial, and then I will show it. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes, we all know that.
In the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
That's wrong, Chihiro, but you're still
amazing. She
amazing.
didn't even have a chance to resist.
She did. Wait, oh no. Okay, it didn't fail. Okay, it said. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I failed. Huh? Something's off about what it just said. I was supposed to say no, unless I did fail and it just ain't told me yet. Because if Sayaka hasn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. Yeah, there was a struggle. This is the first debate. Okay, yeah, we're gonna read this, but you don't have to.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Whoa, what was that? What
Yeah,
was
we know that part already.
I hit the
And
thing
the
with my
murder
boob,
took
and I don't
place
know.
in Makoto's room.
What?
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
That's wrong. Got it.
No,
They just
wrong.
basically let me know that, you know, it'll repeat itself. You know, I won't get a game
Just
over.
a second,
I
Chihiro.
thought that's what it was.
Try to remember how my room looked.
Yeah, it was all
With
banged
the way
up.
things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Makoto, go easy on her, okay? She's an angel, first off. And secondly, she wasn't in there. She was taking care of Junko.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No, honey.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene.
Shut up.
It shouldn't even need
Byakuya,
explaining.
don't you ever disrespect. See, he would get the 2 smacks for that. You will get the 2 smacks for that. Don't you ever disrespect Chihiro like that.
Sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about, honey.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon. Wow,
Which
this is
is
starting
clearly
to sound
wasn't
like a real trial.
supposed to, Hifumi, and we basically know that it's pretty much the thing that's lodged in her tummy. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I mean, we know. I mean, we kind of know. I mean, we know a little bit. We know. Okay, so I think they're just like babysitting me right now, and this is like a tutorial trial. So I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I did good.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some
And I wanna
kind of
test
sharp
something real
object
quick.
thrust into her stomach.
What is that? What is that?
Without
Somebody
a
tell me
doubt,
what that is.
that is the murder weapon.
Are they
So
gonna
the
tell me?
killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, it wasn't a random knife.
How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Okay, it wasn't a random knife. Because the object that was thrust into Sayaka's stomach, it was almost certain the knife that disappeared from a certain location was a kitchen knife. It was the kitchen
So
knife.
what was used to kill her?
Okay, that's cool. It also said I can
There
fast
was
forward,
some
but I
kind
forgot
of
what button
sharp
it is.
object thrust
I
into
don't
her
think
stomach.
I want to.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
What is that? Is that the slow down so I can shoot? Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Ah, okay. So I think that's a slow down thing so I can shoot. I just tested it out.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm testing things.
I do
'cause
think
I
it
don't
was a knife, but not
bring no
just
work
any
sometimes.
knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
It was definitely a kitchen knife. It's in her
Huh?
stomach.
A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Sayaka.
Oh, yeah.
Sakura.
I guess
with
that
her,
makes sense.
Little
You
weak
could
face.
sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
My people who love Danganronpa, you know why I'm laughing.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Yeah, Makoto killed her.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
I mean, Sayaka definitely put a whole lot of proof out there. I'm just saying, we all know.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Exactly.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Kyoko's smiling too. See me and Kyoko. See, she's already became one of my favorites now because she's laughing with me because we know. We already know.
You really believe that?
I'm gonna test something else out. It's gonna slow it down. Okay, no, it just turns on auto. Okay, I was just gonna say it's gonna slow this down too. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well, I've never heard Makoto like really cuss. But you know damn well, I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Absolutely, I want to learn every bit of it, but you guys will not have to learn it. Unless you already... So it pretty much told me about the space bar that I already figured out. Which is a focus gauge thing, which is okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the
We didn't
kitchen,
take
right?
it, Toku, and I'm gonna...
He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall.
Someone was in the dining hall.
And then he went and
I
stabbed
just want to see it all.
Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, then it's been decided. We've reached the end.
We have not reached the end. We definitely did it. Some way I'll prove I didn't take that knife. The person who was in the dining hall last night should be able to do it. Yep.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Or however you call
But
it.
where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen,
It
right?
was not us.
He did it in secret.
Nope.
When nobody...
It was not us.
No, that's wrong.
Someone's here that can testify for us.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
I really want to like Toku. I really do. But this pushing...
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
This pushing thing is really getting on my nerves.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
I mean, I could just read. I was just thinking, should I read this? 'Cause I am reading it, but I mean, I was reading it in my head. Well, I went to go to get some tea in the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea, I went back in the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking the tea in the dining hall? Yeah. So she was in the dining hall.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Exactly. So we did not go in there and get the knife. We was knocked out, drool coming down our cheek, eyelids glued shut with the sleep sand. We was done.
You don't think so?
Byakuya, I really want to like him. I really want to like him because I like his design. I like the way he looks. He makes it so hard. Maybe he'll become nicer.
He definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
The idiot, I mean, who's really the idiot? The person stumbling over their words to talk and can't read the room, or the person that I mean, you know what? I'm gonna stop.
Idiot swimmer girl!
I know, Hina. Walk over there and use your left boob to knock her out.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
To graduate.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Maybe they mention this for a reason. A lot of people keep telling me they don't mention stuff in here for no reason.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So there's no reason to really work together.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Yeah, there's no reason to work together at all.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
It would be dumb.
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
I'm trying to remember if it was in the... Can we look at the handbook? Okay. School regulations. That's not the one I'm looking for. Nighttime. Nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. What? Okay, no, that's not the one I'm looking for either. About restriction, regulations, the head Okay, so it's not in the handbook.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Hold on now.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
We don't know, Chihiro, but I know you're just trying to help. It's okay.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
That is true. Hina does. I mean, if you were in the dining hall and she said she was in there all night.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Fumi's right too.
I can.
Oh. Sakura?
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Oh god.
Me.
Right there. She has been saying... Oh my god. People.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Go ahead, Hina. It's okay.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
What? Who? Sakura and Hina. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
Oh, so now we have to go into a different case. Did anything happen? Should we check the room?
Which means we have airtight alibis.
Not airtight, but yeah.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it does not.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Exactly. Chihiro, see? Oh, God.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
She is now like my #1 favorite person in here. I told you I had 3 favorites in here, and that was Sakura, Chihiro, and Leon. I don't think Leon's my favorite. I got my reasons.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
That is the most...
It's unwholesome!
Taka. I think I'm starting to like Taka a little bit. I think he's gonna take that Leon. Saiba, how dare you disrespect Sakura?
But I'm a girl.
Thank you, Sakura. Clear it up. Tell him to clear it up.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
She's got a skirt on. At least he apologized. I mean, I have to give him points for that, for apologizing.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Okay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Shut up.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Junko? Someone who's not here? Or was it Sayaka? So here's my thought. No, I'll tell you my thought at the end. Again, if I was right, I was right. Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay. So the person who took the knife from the kitchen was not Hina. It wasn't Monokuma.
I got it!
It's definitely Sakura.
Then Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
Don't be giving me the winky face. You just spent the night with Hina. Sakura, oh my god.
And thinking back on she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Ooh! No, shh.
As she
I'm
left,
so scared to say
she
anything because I don't want anybody to ruin
wanted
nothing.
a drink of water. But most likely...
Okay, I'm gonna say it. What if Sayaka faked all this? Like, she wasn't scared. She wanted to switch rooms because she was planning on doing something bad. No. Maybe.
Well, then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Because...
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
No, Makoto. Think about it. There's no way she took it for self-defense because there was already something. I'm using my noggin, you guys. Brain don't work sometime, but brain working now. There's no way she took it because there was a sword in the room already. So if she went, or maybe she felt like she couldn't use it because, you know, it was so big. But she's the reason why we took it in the first place. And then she switched rooms with us. It's so weird. I'm sorry.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
Why don't you lick his toes too while you down there, Toku?
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
It's called luck and brains, and you guys aren't using y'all's. Damn. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
I'm trying to think of what she might be talking about. Is it the floor cleaning thing?
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Or is it the doorknob?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Our strands, our hairs, our that's what she's talking about. See,
you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I do. Me and Kyoko's on the same page. Oh my god. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Absolutely, tell me everything. Okay, so basically just told me how to do the Hangman's Gambit. It sounds very weird, but I'm gonna give it a try. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. The only thing I can think of is she's talking about the hair because she really made a big deal about mentioning that. If we can just figure out what that something is. Makoto, she talked to us about it. We know that much. Okay. Let me calm down because I am nervous. Do I get a hint or something? 3 letters, huh? Hair. R? Is it? That was it?
Now
they
I
could have made
understand.
it harder. I mean, I know it's... Okay, I get it. This is a tutorial, but I mean, they could have made that harder.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
That was the only thing she said that was missing.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, Why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Exactly.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Exactly.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Well, I mean, we've been friends since the beginning. Like, we've been like mad close. So, what would be so wrong about her visiting our room? She could have easily dropped the hair like that. I mean, maybe not a lot of hair, but I mean, she could have dropped the hair from that, so maybe he could have cleaned up a little bit.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yeah, oh, that's another thing. See, they would have had to move her body. I'm losing my voice and I'm not even doing the voices.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
He is not, Chihiro, and I'm glad you're on the same page as us.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
There's also another thing.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
And you guys will definitely find that out in the next one. I know, hate me, but we're gonna cut it short right here, and we'll come back to this later. And I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Bye.